It's Friday Souls. It's Friday Souls. What you gonna make? If you want to see what I've been doing, please stay tuned. Hello, everyone. I am back. This is Friday Souls. Friday Souls was started by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room. This is where creators come on and talk about what they've been working on, as well as a little bit about life. So for me, let's start with a little bit about life. I have been on what I like to call a sabbatical. I have been just working out some personal things, as well as I was trying to determine if I was going to move closer to home or all the way home. So I've been in Alabama, I've been in Georgia, just with family and friends, and just trying to make my decision. I have been enjoying my grandchildren, just trying to work out a few things that I had going on in my personal life. And that in turn just kind of took me away from what I usually do for my YouTube, just being out of place, and I'm not really good with change. So that's kind of where I've been and what I've been doing. I feel like one of the things we do as a parent, we always, or as a parent or just a generally kind person, we always give ourselves to others before thinking of ourselves. So one of the things that I feel like I've learned on this sabbatical was to put me first, not in a selfish way. And I don't even know if you can put yourself first in a selfish way, but if you can, that is not what I'm referencing. But just to put me first, because I learned that if I was not good, I cannot be good for anyone else. So due to all the things that I went through or been through, I have decided to stay in Virginia. Sometimes, and there's nothing wrong, my family is great, but sometimes your surroundings become your family, or the people in your life at the time become your family. And I am fortunate enough and blessed that I do have a great support system here in Virginia, especially when it comes to my health, but just to my well-being. And I am thankful for that. And I feel like I have made a great decision. I'm at peace with it. So you will be seeing me back on YouTube, and I am so glad to be back in front of you guys. Now let's move ahead to some of the things I did while I was gone. I think the last video that I did was I told you guys that I was on my way to Atlanta Frocktails. And guys, it was beautiful. It was very nice. Everyone was so nice and very energetic, very welcoming. That good old Southern hospitality was in the room, even though we had people from all over. Aronica did a very great job with putting this together. Everything looked amazing. I'm not going to go over, we did get a swag bag. I'm not going to go over that because if I'm not mistaken, Rochelle Handmade Designs already went over what was in the bag. But I'll just like share a few pictures of what of who I met and who I saw in the Atlanta Frocktails. Anyhow, guys, I just want to just shout out to everyone that I met. I cannot even remember. I met I met Miss Darlene. She was like, oh, it just made her evening that I showed up, and I was glad to hear that. I met Rochelle. When I tell you guys, her spirit, her and oh my God, Mo, who I can't think of her channel, but she sketches and she sews. Mo Sew Sketcher. I can't think of her name, so forgive me if I'm messing it up. I can't think of the name of her channel. Her name is Mo. But Mo and Rochelle, great spirit. The spirit that they put out on the screen, that is their spirit in life. In real life, I met so many people. I got to take a picture with Mimi G, with Brittany J. Jones, just so many people. I can't name everybody, but there were people there who I even follow on Instagram, and I didn't realize they were there until afterwards when I'm looking through the pictures. I was like, oh my God, I follow her, I follow her, I follow her, I follow her. But everyone just looks so amazing. There was this one girl, I put her picture up with my daughter. My daughter's like, Mom, I gotta take a picture with her because that dress is amazing. So I don't know this young lady's name, but I did want to put her picture up because the theme was in the garden and she was a rose. So if you can see the bottom of her dress is like the stem and the top is like the rosebud. She did a very excellent job of putting this together. So I had an amazing time. Everything worked out. I'm hoping to attend Baltimore's Frocktails as well as Richmond's Frocktails, and I'm not sure when New York is going to have theirs. I don't know if it's at the end of the year or is the beginning of 2025. I can't remember, but coming up, I know I think Baltimore Frocktails is next, and I'm really hoping to attend that. With that said, let's move right along. So while visiting Atlanta, I also did a lot of thrifting. I have been posting shorts. So this little dress is just a little like a tank top dress that I got. There is a thrift store in Lawrenceville, Georgia. If you're in Lawrenceville or near or in Atlanta and want to take the drive, it is called Park Avenue Thrift Outlet. Now there is a Park Avenue Thrift, but there's a Park Avenue Thrift Outlet. So how this works is, I believe it starts on Thursday, and the prices start at $2.50, and each day it goes down until Wednesday. On Wednesdays, everything is 50 cents what's left in the store. So they do this each and every week. So of course, well, my favorite day is always on Wednesday, 50 cents, and I try to like to go on a Monday because $1 is a good deal as well. But I think they go down in increments of 50 cents, if I'm not mistaken. But I found some great things. This dress I did get, and it was only 50 cents. So it's just a nice little tank dress. When I can get a dress for 50 cents, especially if it's a walk around the house dress, I am going to get it. I don't buy a lot of ready-made clothes. It's rare that I buy items from the store. I either make them or thrift them. That's just my personal choice. But I'm not going to say. But I'm not going to say that I do not buy ready-made clothes. I will if need be. There's also in the Atlanta area on Mondays, their Goodwill has a color, like all the Goodwills have a color of the week, but they have one color that's good for just Monday, in addition to just Mondays, and anything that color is like 99 cents. So I got several things to upcycle. So like I got a whole men's suit, the jacket and the pants for like 99 cents that I'm going to use as an upcycle in a future video. So I found several things during that time to upcycle as well, along with a lot of denim that I got for the 50-cent sale, because I'm always working with denim and I'm always making a bag, and I just felt like you can't go wrong with 50-cent jeans. So that is some of the things that I did while I was gone. I also got the opportunity to go to one of my favorite fabric stores in Stone Mountain, Georgia. It is called Fabric World. So in Fabric World, the deal there, I think, is he gets a lot of the remnants, old remnants from like maybe dead stock from other companies or whatever. So when you go in Fabric World, you never know what you're going to find. It can be a hit or a miss. So I'm walking in there as if I need more fabric. And I told myself, okay, just because I'm about to leave and go back to Virginia, let me check it out, because I haven't checked it out the whole entire time I've been gone. So let's just go in here and see what they have. So I'm walking in there and I'm like, okay, there's nothing like the tables. I'm used to seeing like several tables. I think I've seen 6 tables full of the fabric with it you can look through. So at this time, I'm just walking and walking and walking. So I'm going to share with you the fabrics that I did pick up. So for whatever reason, I cannot remember why I wanted these, but I wanted these. So I got 4 because they were $1. And I want to say I saw another YouTuber do maybe a craft with these. So I just got 4. Because like I say, I know I want to use those for something I cannot remember. But I have been looking for these and looking for these. And I think one of the things I'm going to do is make a bag out of them. But these are just old sacks, coffee bean sacks. And I thought they would be amazing to make a bag out of. It is like burlap, really heavy. I could actually use it to store stuff if I wanted to. But there was another purpose that I had for these. So I have to go look at the lady's channel I was watching when I was like, oh, I got to get those. But I finally found them for $1. So I got 4. Like I said, I can't remember what the project was. But I do know there was a project in mind with these. So I did get 4 of those. And they are huge. Because the lady's channel who I watch, I could not, I don't even think hers were this big. And if I can't figure out what it was I wanted to do with them, I'll just mail them to her. She'll be glad to have them. So I also found a couple of more things that I want to share with you. Now this was a remnant off of the table. But I'm thinking it is probably home deck. But I see a nice, beautiful dress. I like this. I just thought this was so gorgeous. I even thought that on the end that I maybe could scallop the bottom of the dress to accent the circles on here. I thought this was really, really gorgeous. This was $3 a yard, and the piece is the little girl who was measuring. She was measuring not exact, so it could be a little bit more, but this is supposed to be like 3 yards, and I'm thinking it's a little bit more than that depending on which way you turn the fabric. But I thought that was an excellent deal, and I was really glad to get that. I don't have anywhere for these to be used as drapes, but they will be pretty drapes. But I see a nice flared dress, so we're going to see what happens with it. Right now, it's going to go in the stash. I just got this piece of, it's polyester, but I'm always needed a lining. And I just got this as lining fabric to have. And I think I paid $6 for the piece. I either paid $6 or $4.50. She might have measured this at a yard and a half. And I saw this on a bolt. It was $1.99. It is a burlap, but it is so pretty. It's such a nice print. I thought this would be a gorgeous bag. So I only got a yard because I just want to make like a huge tote bag out of it. But I thought this print was so beautiful for this burlap. So I think that'll be like a nice tote. And this gave me like linen-like vibe. It was actually called a vintage linen, but it has polyester in it, but it was giving me the linen look. And I thought this would be a beautiful pair of pants. This was $1.99 a yard, and I think I got 3 yards. Now, I am doing a series with So Lovely for Grace, Osset of Osset Stitch Treasure, as well as Laura from Sewing Up Style. And you know we are doing Discovering Denim. So we're working with denim this year. So I turned the corner, maybe before I even pick these up, and I see rows and rows of denim. You will not guess the price of the denim. $3 a yard. So let me show you the denim that I picked up from Fabric World. So here is one. This is a really lightweight. I don't know the weights, but you know, this is very thin. This is one, and I got 3 yards of all of the denims. This is one. And this is one, and it's black. So let me see if I can open it, because I wanted a black denim. And I was like, oh my goodness. This one, I take this back. This one, I wanted 3 yards, but it was only 1.5 yards. So this piece cost me $4.50. But I have 3 yards of the other two, because I got 3 different kinds. This was $3 a yard, and I have 3 yards. And my favorite, this dingy looking color. But I like, this is my favorite. You can see the other side. That's why I call it the dingy. Look like it might be tea stained or something. And you can see the edges. But I love this one. It's my favorite. This is definitely going to become a pair of jeans. I have several jeans patterns. So I will definitely be making a pair of jeans out of those. So those are all the fabrics that I picked up while I was out of town. So let's talk about a little bit about what's going to be going on going forward. Okay, before I disappeared, I was doing a series called First Lady in Fashion. Because this is an election year, this was not a political video. This is just a video based on me sewing a garment of a former First Lady and a different First Lady for each month. And I want to say the last one I did was in March. So I owe you a April, a May, and a June. And it is now July, and I will start back in August. But the ones that were missed will be sprinkled in throughout the other videos that I do. When I get like I have the one for April, I have part of that already ready, and I just need to finish it, and I'm doing it by hand. So once that's ready, I'll shoot that video and just stick it in wherever, you know, I can for whatever week that is. But I will sprinkle those missing episodes in throughout the month as I continue to record videos. So I just want to let you know that's not a lost series. I will be starting back in August, as well as sprinkling in the series, the months that were not done. All right, guys, as always, I am so thankful for you, and thank you for tuning in and watching me. Don't forget what's coming up next. Later on today is going to be our next episode of Discovering Denim. You do not want to miss it. It is going to be an awesome treat, and I can't wait to see you guys on the next video. As always, I appreciate you tuning in, and remember, you are so special to me. Have a great day. See you on the next video. Bye.